everybody, and welcome to Pre-K Discovery with Miss Barb. How are you today? So as you can see, it is still the month of February, 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 and it's still winter. In fact, today it's very wintry outside. It's cold and snowy. So let's see what day of the week it is. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Well, there's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Well, today is Tuesday, and let's count to see what number we're on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Today is the 16th day of February. And remember what Miss Barb told you. February is a long word, but it's a short month. So we are almost done with this month. We are moving right along. So as you can see, we had Groundhog Day. We talked about that. And we missed President Lincoln's birthday. And Valentine's Day was over the weekend. And Monday was President's Day, and that's what Miss Barb wants to talk about today. So our letter of the day today is the letter P for President. And this is our current president, Joe Biden. He's the 46th president of the United States. So P is for President. So if P is for President, then that means our letter of the day is the letter P. And this is how you make a letter P. You start at the top and draw a line down, and then a line around, and then another, this is a capital one, and a lowercase is a line down, and another line down, and this one hangs below the bottom line. And we did the letter P when we did penguins too, so you remember the letter P. And the letter P says P, like penguin, president, and penny. And we're going to talk about pennies because on our coins, we find presidents. So on a quarter, we can find George Washington, and Roosevelt is on the dime, and Lincoln is on the penny, and Thomas Jefferson is on the nickel. And those are our coins. And we're going to talk more and do some things with some coins when we come back for the experiment. All right, so President's Day, the book that I've picked for us to read is called Duck for President. Duck for President. And you remember Duck in some of the other stories that we read. Quack, quack, moo, cows that type, and stuff like that. All right, so this one is Duck for President. It says, running a farm is very hard work. And at the end of each day, Farmer Brown is covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, muck, mud, and coffee stains. He doesn't smell very good either. The animals have chores to do too. Pigs have to clean under the beds, the cows have to weed the garden, the sheep has to sweep the barn, and the duck has to take out the trash, mow the lawn, and grind the coffee beans. At the end of the day, the pigs are covered in tiny bunnies, and the cows are covered in weeds, and the sheep are covered in dust. And the duck is covered in tiny bits of grass and espresso beans. Duck did not like to do chores. He did not like picking tiny bits of grass and espresso beans out of his feathers. Why is Farmer Brown in charge anyway, thought Duck. What we need is an election. And he made a sign and hung it up in the barn. It says, Farmer Brown must go, farm election tomorrow. It says the next morning, Farmer Brown found a poster on his front door. It says, vote Duck for a kinder, gentler farm. It says Farmer Brown was furious. He ran to the barn and found the animals registering to vote. It says animals must live on the farm, show valid ID, and it says the mice got together and protested the height requirement, so Duck crossed it off. On election day, each of the animals filled out a ballot and placed it in a box. The vote was counted and the results were posted on the barn wall. It says Farmer Brown 6 and Duck 20. Farmer Brown demanded a recount. One sticky ballot was found stuck to the bottom of a pig, and the new tally was Farmer Brown 6, Duck 21. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running the farm is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, muck, mud, and coffee stains. Running a farm is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started to work on Duck's campaigning for governor. Duck left Farmer Brown in charge and hit the campaign trail. He visited small town diners, marched in parades, went to town meetings. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. The vote was counted and the results were posted in a local paper. It says on election day, the voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the state. The governor demanded a recount. 2 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of a plate of pancakes. The new tally was Ms. Governor 299,999 and Duck 300,002. The voters had spoken. The Duck was officially in charge. Running a state is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hairspray, ink stains, scotch tape, fingerprints, mayonnaise, coffee stains, and he had a very bad headache. Running a state is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on posters for the presidential election. Duck left his staff in charge and hit the campaign trail. He kissed babies in local diners. He rode in parades. He gave speeches that only other ducks understood. He even played the saxophone on a late-night television show. On election day, the voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the country. The vote was counted and the results were announced on CNN. Mr. President, 50,546,165, and Duck, 50,546,170. It says Duck defeats the president. The president demanded a recount. 10 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of the vice president. The new tally was Mr. President, 50,546,165. Duck, 50,546,180. The voters had spoken and Duck was officially in charge. Running a country is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in face powder, paper cuts, staples, security badges, Secret Service agents, and coffee stains, and he had a very bad headache. Running the country is no fun at all, thought Duck. Then he checked the help wanted ads. Duck needed, no experience necessary, must be able to mow the lawn and grind coffee beans. Duck left the vice president in charge and headed back to the farm. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is now covered in head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. And Duck is working on his autobiography. And that is our book, Duck for President. So, they talked about Duck running for an election. Well, in the United States, the president is elected every 4 years, and you register to vote, and you go out and vote. You have to be 18 years old to vote, so when you guys are 18, you'll be able to vote. This past year, we just had a presidential election, and Ms. Barb told you that Joe Biden is our 46th president of the United States, and there's his picture right there. So it was a very big election, just like it is every 4 years. Now, a president must be a U.S. citizen, and they can only be president for 8 years or 2 terms. So we only have a president that's in there for 8 years. So here's some interesting facts about presidents in the past that we've had. It says George Washington did not have wooden teeth. They were made of ivory. There's one. John Tyler had the most children, and guess how many he had? 15 children. It says Bill Clinton is the only president who was a Rhodes Scholar. Thomas Jefferson was an accomplished architect. It says, did you know that Jimmy Carter is a speed reader and can read up to 2,000 words per minute? Could you imagine how many books he could check out of our library and read? Interesting facts. Let's see if I have any more that are interesting before we go and do our experiment. Let's see. Lyndon Johnson was the tallest president. He was 6 foot tall, 3 inches, 3.5 inches. It says Barack Obama won a Grammy for an audiobook version of Dreams from My Father. William McKinley had a pet parrot named Washington Post. It says 2 elected vice presidents have been elected president, Martin Van Buren and George H.W. Bush. And it says that, one more fact. Oh, this one's cool. Warren Harding had the biggest feet. He wore a size 19 shoe. That is huge. So those are some interesting facts about the president. And every year in February, on the third Monday, we celebrate President's Day. And the reason it's in February is because both Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president, and George Washington, our first president, have birthdays in this month. So bear with Miss Marv for a moment while she sets up our experiment, and we are going to talk about coins. So I'll see you in a moment. We talked about presidents, and I wanted to do an art project with you guys because I know you can do this at home, because all you need are some old crayons, a piece of paper, and some coins. And the reason I'm doing this with coins is because we talked about presidents, and if you look at coins, guess whose pictures are on the coins? They are presidents. So here we have a quarter, and that is George Washington. And we have a dime, and we have a penny with Abraham Lincoln, and I have a nickel with Thomas Jefferson. And I want to do some rubbings. And if you remember a long time back, we did some leaf rubbings. So today we're going to do some coin rubbings. And then we're going to do an experiment that Ms. Barb wants to do, because she was looking for coins to do this experiment with you, and she realized how dirty her coins are. Look how dirty my pennies are. They are just grossly dirty. They are stuck together, they're all corroded, they got green stuff growing on them. They are just yucky. So we're going to show you how to, two ways that you can clean your coins. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of paper and my dirty coin stuff, and I'm going to put my quarter underneath my paper, and I'm going to take my crayon that I peeled the wrapper off, and I'm going to rub it over top of the coin. And I'm going to rub it until you can see my coin. And there we go. I rubbed a quarter. And next, I'm going to do the nickel. And I'm going to rub it with my crayon. Oh, and it's sliding. That's one thing, you got to hold it though, because they slide. And they slide a lot. And you might have to go over it, because apparently rubbing a coin, you can see that the edge of it is higher, so it comes out darker. Let's see what else we can rub. How about a penny? And you notice the penny is a different color, isn't it? It's copper color. It's not silver like the other ones. So, and I'm going to rub that. And there we go. Rub it, rub it, rub it. And I've rubbed a penny. So now I've rubbed a quarter, a nickel, and a penny. And you can do it in different colors. Miss Barb just had a blue crayon laying around. Okay, so that's our coin rubbings. That's one thing you can do with coins. Another thing you can do with coins is we're going to show you how you can clean the coins. Well, one of the ways that you can clean the coin is with salt and vinegar. So I have this cup, and it's a clear cup, you can see it. And of course you can see that Miss Barb has some distilled white vinegar, and she's going to pour it in the cup. Oh, it's not a pop off, it's a twist. Some vinegar in there. And I'm going to add some salt. So this is just table salt. Oh, I can smell that vinegar. All right. I'm going to pour it in there, and let's I don't have anything to stir with. We're going to use this toothbrush. Stir it around. Stir it around. All right, we ready to put those really, really dirty pennies in there? Look how dirty they are. In fact, they're like glued together to each other. So let's put those in there. Let's swish them around. And I wonder if it's cleaning them. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, it is coming off. Look at that. They're starting to look cleaner already. So let's leave them in there and swish them around. And maybe we can get those pennies all cleaned up. All right. So when I was looking online for the experiment, how to clean coins, I came across one that I thought was a little bit unusual. And you are going to be surprised when you see what Miss Barb is going to use to clean her pennies. So let me get some really dirty pennies. So here's 2 of them, really, really dirty ones. All right. And I have a cup here. And in this cup, I have something that you will find probably in your refrigerator. And I need a toothbrush. Let me wipe it off. And I am going to clean this, I almost spilled it, with, guess what this is? Does anybody know what this is? Ketchup. What? You're saying ketchup, Miss Barb? I can't clean a penny with ketchup. Well, you're going to take it and you're going to scrub it with the ketchup. I don't want to splatter it all over the place, but I don't know. Is it going to work? Let's see. Is my penny getting any cleaner? Who knows? Let's see. I don't know, but it's kind of gross and smelly. It smells like ketchup. Let's see. Well, you're wondering why ketchup would clean a penny. So let's rinse it off. Oh, you know what? It was working. Does anybody know why the ketchup is cleaning off the penny? Is it the tomatoes? Tomatoes are a little bit acidic. It could be the tomatoes. Well, you know what? If you look at the list of ingredients on ketchup, the second ingredient in ketchup is vinegar. Isn't that silly? It's vinegar. So that's why the ketchup is cleaning off the penny, because there's vinegar in the ketchup. So that's my theory. And tomatoes are acidic. So let's see, is the vinegar and salt ones getting any cleaner? Whoa, they're starting to shine up. Let's see if I can get them apart now. Not yet, but look how much different color they are. They're very shiny. So, I don't know. It's coming cleaner. I think we're going to have to leave them soak in there. Miss Barb will swoosh them around. So these are just some things that you can do with coins that you have around the house. So one, you can do some coin rubbings, like Miss Barb did. Or you can say to your mom or dad, I'm going to clean all the coins in the house, and you can try the ketchup method or the salt and vinegar method. And you let Miss Barb know which one worked better for you. So goodbye, everybody, and have a happy week. See ya.